They Melvined me.
Nope, that's not it.
Sorry. They Melvined me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Packernet Podcast. I am your host and resident panelist, as always, Ryan Schlip. Check us out online, packernet.com. Find me on Twitter, pack_daddy. So, that was one of my favorite movies back when I was younger. It depends how much you really like that movie, whether or not you're going to get that. For me, that would be easy. I would hear that in an instant. I would know, because when I was a kid, it was one of those lines that, you know, you repeated over and over and over again. Sorry, I'm just doing the podcast intro. Wanted to give you a little peek into that. In fact, that's actually what I want to do. It was my idea. How am I going to give back to the patrons and whatnot? And I thought, you know what? There's a lot of people that have invested in this podcast, and it's not just the patrons. And so that's what I thought I would try to do as a fun little side project. Let people that want to keep up the veil, right? It's just, I don't know, I just go to work and I listen to the podcast and that's cool. Or I turn on the YouTube channel and I get all the graphics and everything, and I like having that veil in front of me. Just put on the show, just dance for me, monkey and do your thing, and that's it. But I know that there are some people who constantly are trying to pry behind the veil, and it just seemed kind of weird to me. I didn't get it. It didn't really click, but I know that there are some people that want that don't want all of, let's see. They don't want that. They want this. They want the real thing. And in a way, part of the reason that I wanted to do the podcasting and everything else is because I sort of loathe fakey, right? I don't like the fakeness. I don't like that I'm playing a role. That's part of why I started doing a podcast, even outside of writing, because writing is so structured. It's so you got to say things in a certain way and in a certain thing, and the punctuation and the paragraphs, and I don't care, man. Just let me say what I want to say, the way I want to say it, when I want to say it, how I want to say it, all that, right? And then with YouTube, it's a lot of the graphics and the this and the that, and that's why if you watch any of my videos, I do dumb stuff, right? I got hats. I put on a hat. It looks ridiculous. I don't wear hats. I don't do any of that. When I do when I do the news, for example, I've got the news background. I've got a little tie that I throw on here, just to be completely ridiculous, because it's kind of just my way of saying, I don't care. I'm not trying to be fake, and I don't like the fakeness, and it's why I can't do interviews. Because when you do an interview, you got to do your interview voice and your interview, the tone and the delivery, and I have to, not to sound crass, I have to pretend to care, and I can't. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in conversation. It's a flaw with this guy. I just can't do it, and I don't want to fake it anymore. So, anyways, I'm getting a little too ranty already. This is just supposed to be an intro, but for those that are interested, what I want to do is it's all encompassing, right? It's behind all this. It's to show you what it looks like to record a podcast, what it looks like to make a YouTube channel, what it looks like when I do the podcast, what are my notes looking like, and when I do a mock draft, what is that process? I want to show the stats. I think I'm going to stay away from the financials, at least for now. It's one of those things where once you do it, you can't undo it, and if I regret it, same with like showing my family, that might be a little weird. And not to say that'll never happen, but it's just, you can't undo it, and I don't know about that. But yeah, you want to see how many people are actually listening, I'll show you, because that was one of the, it wasn't a negative review, but it was on like Reddit, like he lied about how many people listen. I've never lied about how many people I listen. And so again, this is a separate thing. It's a separate YouTube channel where I'm going to be doing all that. And again, if you want to keep up the veil, that's fine. If you want to see behind it, let's do it. And it's just kind of a way of, since people are invested already, let's do it together. You can come on the ride with me. You can watch the growth if there is any. You can see what my goals are and are we getting there at all. So again, we'll see. If anyone's interested, that's what we're doing. I'm going to give it a shot. Obviously, my time is limited, but it would be a fun thing for me to do as well, because I really like doing the YouTube thing, and it's a lot of fun for me. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to try to do, and that's what I'm going to do. And the link is below or above or somewhere if you want to follow that YouTube channel and get some updates on what it's like to be a YouTuber, podcaster, full-time employee slash father slash husband slash all these things, how you do it, and come along for that journey. Feel free to subscribe.